Welcome back viewers. In today's video, we are going to install the Lumina Desktop on our Sparky Linux virtual machine, and then we will do a detailed review of the Lumina Desktop. So let us begin. Input the user password and log in to your Sparky Linux virtual machine. Now we are logged into the KDE desktop of Sparky Linux. Open the Aptos App Center. Input your password. Now here open the desktop section of the software and search for the Lumina Desktop. It is visible in the center of all the desktops. Select the Lumina Desktop. So you will be installing the meta package of Lumina Desktop. Size is 1856 bytes. Install size will be around 32 KB, and it will pull all the dependencies that are required, to install the Lumina Desktop. So let us hit the install button. So total of 53 new packages will be installed to install the Lumina Desktop. You will require to download 62.7 MB of archives, and a total of 156 MB of additional disk space will be used. Okay, so the installation is done. We can exit the App Center. Now I will restart the system. So now we are logged into the login screen. So we have to choose the Lumina Desktop session. Input your user password. There is some issue with the Lumina Desktop. I'm not able to log in into the Lumina Desktop. So what we can do is we can log in into the FluxBox. Let us see what happens. Okay, so the FluxBox is working. So this is the FluxBox Desktop of Sparky Linux. So here, on right clicking on any part of the desktop, it opens up the context menu or the right click menu here, and at the bottom there is just a panel, and this is the Debian logo that has been seen. So you have got this workspace feature, so you can switch between or cycle between the workspaces, and there is this date and time function. That's it, and there is nothing else on the panel at the bottom. So now let us go over to the right click menu, context menu. So you got this application. So applications are categorized as network, then communication. So you got this telnet configuration you can do to connect with the outside world. In science section you got mathematics. There is some BC and DC, some application is there. Let us click on BC. So it opens up. What is this? Let us check out. Okay, so it is just nothing but a terminal. Let me again go. Let us open DC. So DC is also a terminal. So what was the difference between DC and BC? Let us check out. So I will. This is the BC. Now I will open DC. So it did not open DC. It is just some. Okay, so I think there is no issue, no difference here. It just opens up the KDE console, and here the BC version is given 1.0.07.1. So I think it is a bash environment, nothing other than bash. Now let us open some more applications. Here you can see the bash, dash and sh are there. So this is the bash console. Okay, now what we do is open application shells, go to dash. So this is the dash shell, and then you can go further ahead and open the shell. So this is it. Now I will close this. Now let us open the viewer. So there is only one viewer, that is a world view. Let us see if it opens up. Meanwhile, we will go ahead. In the screen there is lock screen, X screen server. Let us check out if it works or not. Basically the Lumina desktop will use the FluxBox window manager, I think. So FluxBox is related with the functionality of Lumina desktop, but since Lumina desktop is not working, so I thought maybe let us check out the FluxBox. So world view is not working, neither is the screensaver working. Here you can see it is not working. Okay, so maybe we need to activate the screensaver first. Let us enable the screensaver first. Yes, so my doubt was correct. We require to enable and then configure the screensaver first. To enable it, open the screensaver. Now it is not opening up again. I think we have enabled the screensaver. Now you have to activate the screensaver. Let us see. There is no response from the system. Maybe it is working in background. Reinitialize the screensaver. Yes, now it is open the screensaver preferences. So we require to initialize the screensaver. Now let us open this. What is this? So it is not installed. Tessil image. Okay. We open the spotlight. It is not installed. Squirrel. That is also not installed. Many of the screensavers are not installed. Yes. So we will keep this as the screensaver. Okay, so now we are at least configured something for the screensaver. Now let us open the screensaver. Okay, so this was the same what we did. Okay, now let us open what is this demo screen hacks. It is same what we did earlier. Now let us go over to the window manager. So FluxBox is a window manager. It will be used by the Lumina desktop, but Lumina desktop itself is not working. So what we will do is we will just go over and do the configuration for the FluxBox session. So this is the focus model. So right now click to focus is there. You can change over to mouse focus or the mouse focus strict or the mouse focus with friendly keyboard settings. Then there is click tap focus, mouse tap focus, focus new windows, keep ahead, auto raise, click raises. So these are different functionalities for advanced users. So I had not used FluxBox for a long time. I have used OpenBox. OpenBox I am more aware of. There are tab options, placement. So the default is top left, but you can place the tabs anywhere. So these are all the options available: bottom center, top center, bottom left, bottom right, bottom top left, top right. There is even center option is also there. And now the transparency of the window manager is there. So force pseudo transparency, force window alpha, menu alpha. So right now force pseudo transparency is there. What is this? Slit is there. So placement of the slit. So right now it is not there. Let us try to do it in the top right. Let us see what happens. So place the slit in the top right center. We are done with the placement. Now let us check out the above dock top. Let us select top, auto hide, maximize over alpha. Okay, now toolbar is visible. You can auto hide the toolbar. So the bottom, that is the panel, is toolbar. Toolbar width percentage 100, maximize layer overhead placement. Placement right now is the bottom center. You can place it anywhere along the edges of the screen. Edit clock format, icon bar mode. So there are no icons right now. What is the default? Relative is the default, but you can go with the icons. Let us see what happens. Now opaque window moving and the workspace warping. Now in the styles, what is the default style that is being used? Cannot see. Let us go with the Debian dark. So this is the style. We can go over to tea green, squared blue, shade, Debian blue. This looks very nice. Then there is blue flux, blue night, Artviz, lemon space. This is also very nice looking, lemon space. Then there is flux, operations. Different things are there. Zimek, dark blue, biscuit, ostrich. Many different are there. You can play with it. I think I will go with this. Yes, this looks very nice. I will keep this. Now let us go over to the workspaces. So you can choose the icons. So there are totally 4 workspaces available by default. You can add or remove the workspaces. New workspace, edit current workspace name, and you can remove the last workspace that was added. And what is this reconfigure? It will just reconfigure. I think it will change the settings to the default one, I think. Yes, and this is the exit button. So on exiting, the FluxBox session is exited. Now let us try whether the Lumina works or not. I think it should work. No, it is not working. So nothing to worry about, friends. What happens is, when we are doing such testing and review, these things are going to happen, because the software itself is very complex. Any operating system is consists of thousands of packages, and they have got lot of interdependencies and all those things. And what happens is, and the system itself gets updated. Some packages get more frequently updated, some packages don't get updated that frequently, and then this creates a regression. It creates some bugs. So the incompatibility creeps up, and then you have got this mess. And sometimes the desktop just fail. They fail on certain hardware, they will fail on all hardware, they will fail on certain configurations only, and like all those things, different things are. That is also very complex subject. So nothing to worry. Sometimes it will happen when you check out the different distros and the different desktops of Linux. Some things might not work for you, so you have to just leave it and continue searching for the newer desktops that are suitable for you. They work for you, and you have to leave certain desktops that don't work. So it does not mean that the desktop is wrong, but it will not work on your system, or it does not suit you. That's it. Suppose you are interested in using certain application package or certain operating system of or the Linux distro, and if it currently is not working, you wait for it, you try it after 2-3 months. Many times what happens is, when the new updates are released, the system starts working beautifully, and it might again work for you. So never get depressed, and you continue on your journey of using the Linux distros. You might be a hobbyist, you might be a professional, you might be a student, but it is always great to try new things, new Linux distros, and it enriches your knowledge about the operating systems. So with this, I will stop the video here. See you in the next video. Bye.